Hi, everyone. I want to welcome you to the refreshed new look for the Service Activator community. This is going to be a change that we're going to do on the web interface only. Mobile app is still going to remain looking the same, so your technicians won't have any change or anything like that. But we've redesigned the web interface so that it's simpler to use, more intuitive, and over the course of the next few weeks, we're going to be rolling out more and more new updates. So this Saturday, October 14th, the system will be down for maintenance between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. Pacific time, and that is so that we can move databases and expose this new refreshed look. So during that time, no work orders will be available. The system will be completely down and no check-ins will be functioning at that time. Once the system comes back online around 10 p.m., any technicians who log in using their mobile app will see a message that they need to update. Once they update, they'll log in and everything will function perfectly as normal. So if you have the ability to push off your work orders on that evening, that would be advisable. Otherwise, you're going to need to call into your primary contact or admin to manually plug in your check-ins and checkout times so that the work orders will get credited and nothing will reschedule. So without further ado, let's get to it. Let me just squeeze down my picture here and I'll walk you through. So right now what we're looking at is the new job interface. Our menu is now on the sidebar and it's collapsible, so you can see all your navigation is going to be here on the side. We do have a dashboard that is in development right now. Currently, it's only going to show a few reports. We do have clients, and under clients, you're going to have your customers and contacts. You'll have jobs, work orders, your partners, so anybody that you're connected with. This is where you're going to maintain that information. You'll have access to any of the compliance documents and things like that will be in there. Invoices, this will be released on the 20th. You'll have the ability to monitor all your invoices from here, create invoices if you want to. If there's anything that does not automatically happen, you can create invoices manually there, and you can also apply payments and credit notes as well to your invoices. Timesheets will give you the ability to check in on your employees. If you have timesheets enabled for your employees, you can check your check-in, your clock-in, clock-out times there, as well as downloading any timesheets for payroll. Quotations is a new feature that's going to be released in the next month or so that will allow you to create quotations and send those out to your customers, monitor them, and then once they get approved, they'll automatically turn into a job. You'll also have the ability to create leads in the system if you want to follow up on those. Equipment is a new feature that is going to allow you to put in any vehicles or equipment, anything that you want to track, any of your assets that you want to track, you can place that in there to monitor, keep track of your equipment. Those will eventually be tied to work orders. So you can assign those just like you would technicians, so you can keep track of what jobs they've been on. If for some reason the equipment shows up missing, you'll be able to see which work order it was last assigned to maybe hopefully be able to locate that piece of equipment. Maps is a feature we've had for a long time where you can visualize where all your employees are located. You can see where all your jobs, your properties are located. All your zones are there. You can also filter down and look at what jobs, where your team will be on any given day. That's a great feature that's linked right there. And then the scheduler is still going to look exactly the same as it always has. This is just an internal link within the web application that will allow you to link through to the scheduler. So nothing is changing on the scheduler. That's going to be exactly the same, and you can continue to function within the scheduler like you have always done scheduling jobs. So on the jobs page, this is your view of all your jobs. We have a list of views up here that you can program. You'll have the ability, we've got a few pre-created, but you'll be able to eventually set your filters and then save that and name the view so that if you have certain types of views that you like with certain filters, you can save those and quickly go right to them. We have the drop-down filters at the top that allow you to filter by things like frequency, when a job is performed, a particular service type if you wanted to. And then once that populates, you have the box filters down here that will count the amount of records, and then you can click on it and it will filter those down. So if I just wanted to see any active one-time only jobs with no filters applied here at the top, I can do that. So within here, we have the job number, we've got the name of the job, the link to the customer, if it's active, And then if there's any invoice configuration that has been applied to that, that's a new feature that we're doing as part of our automatic billing. We're giving you the ability to further program exactly how you want each job to be invoiced, so that if there's any recurring, one-time only, or extras on that job, you can preset how you want it to be invoiced, and it will automatically generate the invoice for you to approve, and then it can send it out. And then, of course, you can go in. That's another feature that we have in here under the invoices, is the ability to apply the payments to those invoices. So that's another feature that I'll show you in another video. But this is your page here. You can select how many records you would like to show on a particular page, and then you can click through those pages down here at the bottom. Moving on, let's click into one of the jobs, and I'll show you what the job details page look like. So we've really tried to do a good job of cleaning things out. So we've really tried to cut back on the amount of information that's on each page, and we've tried to make it as concise as possible. So we've got a job number up here at the top. Here's your job name. We have these little pill indicators that show you exactly what's going on with this job. It's active, it's a project, that's the service type. It's self-performed, either that or it could be a partner. If it was, there would be a partner listed over here on the side. It's either a fixed cost or a T&M job. You can see who your supervisor, administrator is. You can see your budget. So all your vital information is going to be right up here at the top. If there's any work orders, it'll show you the next service date and the last service date, and you can click right through into that work order. You can see your scope of work, your description, any internal notes. You can generate your sitemap or upload it. Down here, you can add your invoice configuration for the job itself, but a lot of the same fields that we've had before, but we've tried to really clean things up to make it as simple to look at as possible. Any work orders that you have associated with this job are going to populate here. You can always create a new one manually if you'd like to. If it's a recurring job, it's like normal, it's going to go ahead and create those for you. We've got our invoice section. So any invoices related to this particular job are going to show up here. And again, you have these box filters to filter those down if you'd like to. You also have the ability to go into your invoice section, and you can see all of your invoices. But this one on the job is only going to show you those that pertain. If there's any future updates planned, like any pre-scheduled changes that are happening, like maybe a cancellation or an on hold in the future, those are going to populate right here to indicate what's happening. And then here down at the bottom, we have discussion. So you can create discussions on the page. You can tag other people and things like that, that they'll get notified. We've got field history and tasks also available here. So let me go into the property from here, and we can take a look at what the property looks like. So again, a lot of the same information that you had before. We've got the ability to see the zone. We can see it in a satellite view. We have the address, which will actually link through to Google Maps. If you wanted to go right to a map page, you can see who your customer document or this record. We can create a new job from here. So here's your job list down below. Again, the box filters are going to show you, you can see all jobs, any active recurring jobs, any active one-time only. You can look at your completed, and that's all going to be showing down here at the bottom. And then field history will be at the very bottom here. So that is your property. If you need to edit the zone for any reason, you can go in here and click edit, and you can go in and adjust any of the address information. And then once you confirm that, it'll take you to the geofence page where you can go in and edit your geofence. Okay, moving on. Let's go to, let's see, let's go back to the job, and then let's link through to the customer. Now, so we have the ability to go into, under clients, we can go into the customer page, but I'm going to just go straight to the customer page from the job. So in here, we can see the particular customer. We can see the different jobs that we're doing. If there was a valid email address, that's going to be showing in here. This is a test org, so this is just test information. We can see if jobs are active. You can do, again, the same thing and expand your page. You can go through the different pages. If there's properties here, this is a slidable area where you can go through and locate your property that's under a particular job. You also have a little way to see if there's recurring jobs, one-time only jobs, and then again, you've got invoices down here at the bottom that you can filter through. Let's go into a particular contact. Well, let's go into the contact detail page. So here's a kind of a simple thing. You can filter contacts by customer if you want to, active, inactive, or all. You can search within here if you wanted to. So this will search within the particular results. So let's say you had a particular customer that you wanted to filter, and then you wanted to search within those results. You can do that from here. And again, same thing, you can expand the amount of records on the page, and you can click through your pages. Got a link right here to the customer. You've got a link to the email, mobile phone number, and a link directly to the customer page. So jobs, work orders. Let's take a look at work orders now. Work order detail page, you can go in here again, filters, service date range. Let's just look at today, and I want to look at any self-performed jobs. I can adjust by frequency if I want to. I can take a look at a particular technician if I wanted to, but if I'm just kind of reviewing for the day, I can go in here and search through my list of jobs that were done for today. I can see all the same information. I've got a link to the work order, link to the job. I have who performed the job, service date, the time in, time out. I can see the check-in, check-out time. This will become, in a future update, this will become a link to the photo folder. We can see the status and any technician notes. Going into the work order itself, we're going to see a lot of the same information, just a little bit more detail. We do have a new feature here with the technician images. As they upload those images, you will also have the ability to upload your own images right from your computer. So the photo folder that you send any customers can be a combination of photos that your technicians have taken. You can also delete some of those photos. So if they have a picture of their foot or a blurry picture that you don't like, you can delete those. And then you can upload some of your own photos if photos were taken outside of the app. Additional images, you can see your sitemap here. Here is where your technicians are assigned. This job is already completed. If I had additional technicians, I'd have a box per technician here. You can go in here to edit your check-in and check-out times. This would be if the job was not finished yet, I'd have the ability to add a technician or a crew. I can adjust my my different functions here. Let's go to the billing information. So if I had a situation where, well, in this case, I do have an extra. So we can see here that there's a 20% of load. So in this case, if he hauled away some additional items, we've got a 20% of load. This is going to reference fields that I've already set up for what my cost is for a full truckload, what I'm billing for a full truckload, and it's going to calculate that based on the 20% of the truck. I've got here some additional supplies of some graffiti cleaner, my cost, what my markup is, and I don't have a bill adjustment on this. So we can see I put a billing information that would go into the invoice automatically. So when the customer receives their extra invoice, this is what the information would say. This is obviously a test, but if you put information, your customer needs to know what information you're going to, whoops, no changes. Okay, let me just close this out so you'll be able to see. So the billing information is a new feature that we've added here where you can see for the recurring service that's done on this particular job. We can see what the monthly billing is. We can see what the per service pay is, what we get paid. We can see what the cost is based on the user rate and how much time the technician was clocked into the job. And then we can see the net that we earned on this job. So we can run reports daily, weekly, or monthly to see what our net is on these jobs and make sure we're still making money. And then this section down here is for the extra billing. So we can see a complete breakdown of what the customer is going to receive as their charge for the extra. We can see what how our billing breaks down. We can see what our costs were, and we can see what we net on that extra. Now, these will change slightly when we're looking at maybe a recurring job that's either self-performed or a recurring job that's done by a partner. We can see it's a little bit different if it's a time and material job or if it's a fixed cost billing. My partner can't see any of this information. I can only see it. But this is some additional information that we've added here to make it easier to know if you're making money on jobs or not. So I'll make some additional videos on a little bit more in depth onto that, but I think that's pretty much it. And you guys hopefully will enjoy the the refresh of Service Activator, and I'm available if you have any questions, concerns, or comments. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it.